Hey everybody, it's Dave from InTune Studios, and today I just want to talk about how to tune your guitar. It's important, just like any artist or anyone that creates things, you need sharp tools. You need a sharp pen or a pencil. You need a brush that's clean if you're painting, and you need a guitar that's in tune. Today we'll talk about standard tuning, which is what most songs are in. That's what you'll be playing in most of the time. And what that means is that starting with the low E string, string number 6, that is an E. And then it goes to A, D, G, B, E. So that strings 1 and 6 are both E. And the way you get there best is by starting with either an electronic tuner, which I'll show you right here, or a piano, a tuning fork, or maybe someone else's guitar that's already been tuned with an electronic tuner. So this is electronic tuner, and as you can see, if I pluck the high E string, there's a bar in the middle that'll line up, and the 2 red lights will light up, and it'll beep. So it's a real easy way to get your guitar in tune. So all you'll do is go through all 6 strings. This will tell you whether you're high, low, or right in the middle. Works real easy. The other feature of this tuner, which I like, is it has a metronome. Hear that? The reason I like that is as you're advancing your playing, you want to be able to work on your rhythm, whether it's single notes or chords or strumming, and it's nice to have both the metronome and the tuner in one device, so you're not worrying about having 2 devices. So I recommend that. There's plenty of options online or at your local store. So after you've got your guitar, you think it's in tune, a great way to check it another way is relative to itself. So for instance, if you play on the 6th string, the low E string, play the 5th fret, that's an A, which is just like the string number 5 right next to it. So if you play those 2 notes, they should be pretty close. And if you need to adjust up or down, you can do that. Same thing with the next 2 strings. And then all the way up the line of strings, except for when you get to string number 3, which is G. You'll have to play that on the 4th fret to get a B, which is string number 2. And then strings 1 and 2, the B and the E, can be played back on the 5th fret. So that's how you tune it relative to itself. That's also useful if you don't have a tuner available. Say you're hanging out with your buddies and you just want to play some guitar. You at least want your guitar to sound good by itself, and that's the way to do that. 2 other real quick tips. When you're tuning, especially on these top 3 strings, be careful not to turn the tuning pegs too fast. That's a good way to break them, and they'll just start costing you a lot of money to replace strings just because you're tuning. The other thing is if you find yourself above the note, a little bit high, a little sharp, it's best to usually tune below the note you want and then come back up. I just find that it prevents too much slack from building up the string, and it'll hold the note just a little bit longer. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you found this video on YouTube or some other site, feel free to come on over to intunestudios.com, check out the entire blog post and the rest of our tips and techniques and videos and things like that. Thanks for listening.